Did you know that your male cat actually thinks of you as a slightly larger, incredibly clumsy, and somewhat hairless fellow cat? It's true. While your little boy might act like a fierce lion patrolling the savannah of your living room, his brain is wired in ways that would absolutely baffle the average person. From his strangely shaped tongue to the bizarre reason he insists on staring at you while you sleep, male cats are far more complex than we give them credit for. Most people assume that male and female cats are basically the same aside from a few biological differences, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Male cats have unique social structures, weird anatomical quirks, and behaviors that range from heartwarming to downright unsettling. Today, we are diving deep into the secret life of tomcats. We're going to look at everything from how they communicate with their paws, to the reason why they are statistically more likely to be left-handed. And trust me, you're going to want to stick around for number 9, because once you hear it, you will never look at your male cat's face the same way again. So, if you've ever wondered why your boy cat acts so much different than the neighbor's girl cat, or why he follows you into the bathroom like it's a high-stakes mission, keep listening. We are breaking down 12 surprising facts about male cats that every owner needs to know. Let's start with fact number 1. Male cats are overwhelmingly more likely to be left-pawed. Now you might be wondering why on earth this matters. Well, research conducted by psychologists at Queen's University in Belfast revealed something truly fascinating about the feline brain. They found that while female cats show a massive preference for using their right paws when performing difficult tasks, like reaching for food inside a jar, male cats are staunchly left-handed, or rather, left-pawed. This isn't just a random coincidence. It actually suggests a link between the hormones present in a cat's body and the way their brain is lateralized. In humans, being left-handed is often linked to different ways of processing information, and the same seems to be true for cats. A left-pawed male cat might process fear or stress differently than a right-pawed female. So, the next time you see your boy swatting at a feather toy or trying to fish a piece of kibble out from under the fridge, pay close attention to which paw he uses first. Most likely, it's his left one. This gives us a tiny glimpse into the unique wiring of the male feline mind. Moving on to fact number 2. We have to talk about the physical transformation of unneutered males, specifically their cheeks. If you've ever seen a stray male cat walking down the street, you might have noticed that his face looks incredibly wide, almost like he's been stung by a bee or is hoarding marbles in his jowls. These are actually called stud cheeks. They are thick pads of flesh and connective tissue that develop as a male cat reaches sexual maturity. Evolution designed these cheeks for one reason only, and that is protection. Male cats are notoriously territorial, and when they get into scraps with other males, they tend to go for the face and neck. Those big, thick cheeks act as a sort of organic armor, protecting the cat's eyes and throat from the claws of an opponent. It's a physical manifestation of their rugged outdoor lifestyle. However, once a male cat is neutered, those puffy cheeks usually don't develop, or they shrink down significantly, which is why your indoor boy probably has a much slimmer, more triangular face. Fact number 3 reveals something about their vocal range. Did you know that male cats are often more vocal towards humans than females are? While every cat has its own personality, many owners report that their males are much more chatty. Interestingly, cats almost never meow at each other in the wild or as adults. Meowing is a behavior they specifically developed to communicate with us. Male cats, especially those who are very bonded to their owners, will use a wide variety of chirps, purrs, and trills to get what they want. Whether it's breakfast time or they just want a bit of attention, a male cat is not afraid to speak his mind. Some researchers believe this could be because male cats, especially in colony settings, have to be more assertive to maintain their status, and they simply carry that assertiveness over into their relationship with their human companions. Now for fact number 4. Let's talk about the incredible roaming distance of an unneutered male cat. While a female cat might be content to stay within a few blocks of her home, an intact male cat sees the entire world as his potential kingdom. If left to his own devices, a male cat can roam for several miles every single day. This is driven by an intense biological urge to find a mate and to mark as much territory as possible. During these long treks, they face immense dangers, from cars to other animals. This is one of the primary reasons why vet health professionals emphasize the importance of keeping male cats indoors and getting them fixed. Once a male cat is neutered, his desire to roam drops by nearly 90%. He becomes much more content to patrol the hallway and the backyard, rather than trying to conquer the next 3 zip codes. It's a huge shift in their personality and safety. Fact number 5 is something that might make you feel a little special. Male cats are often described by behaviorists as being more affectionate and needy than female cats. Now, before the female cat owners get upset, remember that every cat is an individual. But statistically and anecdotally, male cats tend to be the lap cats of the feline world. While female cats are often seen as the independent queens who demand things on their own terms, males are often the goofy, lovable boys who want to be exactly where you are. They are more likely to follow you from room to room, sit on your laptop while you're trying to work, and perform that classic headbutt known as bunting to show their love. This affectionate nature is one of the many reasons people who have always had female cats are often shocked by how clingy a male cat can be. Fact number 6 brings us to a bit of a smelly subject, and that is territory marking. We all know about spraying, which is when a male cat backs up to a wall, quivers his tail, and lets out a spray of urine. But what many people don't realize is that male cat urine is chemically different and far more potent than female urine. This is because it contains high levels of amino acids like feline. When these amino acids break down, they release an incredibly strong, musky odor that can be detected by other cats from a huge distance. To a human, it smells like concentrated ammonia and old gym socks. But to another cat, it's a complex message. It tells them exactly who this cat is, how healthy he is, and how long ago he was there. It's basically a feline version of a social media profile, but written in a scent that is nearly impossible to get out of a carpet. Heading into fact number 7, we look at the social structure of male cats. In the wild or in feral colonies, male cats are often thought of as loners, but that isn't entirely true. They often form what are known as bachelor groups. These are small alliances between male cats who aren't necessarily related, but choose to hang out together. They might hunt in the same areas or sleep near each other for warmth and protection. While they will still fight over territory or mates, they have a surprisingly high capacity for companionship. If you have 2 neutered male cats in your home, you might notice they become the best of friends, grooming each other and sleeping in a big pile. This social flexibility is one of the traits that makes them such great pets. Fact number 8 is a bit of a warning for owners. Male cats are significantly more prone to urinary tract issues than females. This is due to their anatomy. The urethra in a male cat is much narrower and longer than in a female. This means that even a tiny bit of inflammation or a small crystal can cause a complete blockage. This is why it is so crucial for male cat owners to monitor their litter box habits closely. If you see your boy straining, crying out in the litter box, or visiting it multiple times with no result, you need to get to a vet immediately. Prevention is key, which usually involves a high moisture diet and plenty of fresh water to keep everything flowing smoothly. Now we have reached fact number 9, and as promised, this one is a bit disturbing. It's called the feline response, but when you see it in action, it looks like your cat has just seen a ghost or is having a very weird internal crisis. You know that look where your cat smells something, usually another cat's scent or something particularly pungent, and then they stand there with their mouth hanging open and their upper lip curled back in a grimace? It looks like they are disgusted, but what's actually happening is much more intense. Male cats have a specialized organ in the roof of their mouth called the vomerocoel organ, or Jacobson's organ. When they make that weird face, they are actually sucking air into that organ to deeply analyze the pheromones they've just encountered. For a male cat, this is most often used to detect the reproductive status of nearby females, or to identify a rival male. The disturbing part? They are essentially tasting the air to gather data on the hormones and biological secrets of the creatures around them. So, if your cat ever looks at you with that open-mouth stare after smelling your shoes, just know he's currently downloading your entire biological history into his brain. It's an incredibly effective, yet very creepy-looking sensory superpower. Fact number 10 involves the coloring of male cats. Did you know that the vast majority of ginger or orange tabby cats are male? It's a matter of genetics. The gene for the orange color is carried on the X chromosome. Since females have 2 X chromosomes, they need the orange gene on both to be fully orange. If they only have it on one, they'll likely be a calico or a tortoiseshell. However, because males only have 1 X chromosome, if they get that orange gene from their mother, they will be orange. This results in about 80% of orange cats being male. So, if you see a ginger cat on the street, there is a very high probability that he's a boy. On the flip side, Only about 1 in 3,000 calico cats is male, and those are usually the result of a rare genetic condition. Fact number 11 takes us to the world of sleep. Male cats, especially those who aren't neutered, spend a massive portion of their life in a state of semi-consciousness. We know cats sleep a lot, usually between 12 and 16 hours a day, but male cats have a very specific way of resting. They are light sleepers by nature, always keeping one ear tuned to the environment for signs of arrival or a threat. However, studies have shown that male cats enter deep REM sleep less frequently than females, if they feel their territory is unsecure. This is why a male cat might seem more jumpy or alert. If you have a male cat who sleeps completely sprawled out on his back with his belly exposed, it's a sign of ultimate trust. He has decided that his environment is so safe that he can finally let down his guard and ignore his instinct to stay alert. Finally, fact number 12 is about the way male cats use their whiskers. While both genders have them, male cats often use their whiskers as a tactical tool during territorial disputes. A male cat's whiskers are incredibly sensitive, capable of detecting minute changes in air currents. This allows them to sense the movement of an opponent even in total darkness. Furthermore, the position of a male cat's whiskers can tell you exactly what he's thinking. If they are pulled back tight against his face, he's feeling defensive or threatened. If they are pushed forward, he's on the hunt or feeling curious. It's an intricate part of their communication system that goes far beyond just helping them see in the dark. Understanding the unique quirks of male cats helps us become better owners. These boys are more than just fluffy roommates. They are complex creatures with deep instincts and a lot of love to give. From their left-pawed tendencies to their armored cheeks and their weird way of tasting the air, male cats truly are one of a kind. If you have a male cat, take a second to look at him and appreciate all those little biological details that make him who he is. He's navigating the world with a set of tools designed over thousands of years of evolution. The more we learn about them, the more we can provide them with the life they deserve. Remember to keep an eye on those bathroom habits and give them plenty of love, because chances are, your male cat is just waiting for the next opportunity to follow you into the kitchen and tell you all about his day. It is truly a wonder how animals so closely integrated into our lives can still hold so many secrets. Every time we think we have the domestic cat figured out, a new study or observation comes along to remind us that they are still very much tied to their wild roots. Male cats, with their driven personalities and deep-seated loyalty, are a testament to that bridge between the domestic and the wild. They bring a certain energy to a home that is hard to replicate. So next time you see your cat doing something totally inexplicable, remember these facts. Maybe he's just using his Jacobson's organ to check out what you had for lunch, or maybe he's just showing off his left paw dexterity. Whatever it is, it's all part of the fascinating experience of being a cat owner. We share our homes with these little predators, and in exchange, they give us a window into a world that is far more complex than it appears on the surface. Understanding the why behind their behavior doesn't just make us better caretakers. It deepens the bond we have with these incredible animals. Consider the way your male cat interacts with the other pets in the house. If you have a multi-pet household, you've likely noticed a distinct difference in the way the males navigate social hierarchies compared to the females. While a female cat might establish her dominance through subtle cues and a frosty demeanor, a male cat is often more overt. He might claim a specific high perch as his throne or engage in play fighting that feels a bit more like actual wrestling. Yet, despite this outward display of bravado, male cats are often the first to seek out companionship when the house goes quiet. This duality is what makes them so captivating. They can be the fierce protector of the living room at noon and a purring puddle of fur on your chest by midnight. This also brings us to the topic of their play style. Because male cats in the wild are the primary defenders of territory, their play often mimics high-intensity combat. You might notice that your male cat prefers toys that he can really sink his teeth into and bunny kick with his powerful hind legs. This isn't just aggression. It's a vital outlet for his natural instincts. Providing him with large, durable kick toys can help satisfy this urge and keep him from practicing his wrestling moves on your ankles. Understanding that his play is an extension of his biological programming allows you to engage with him in a way that truly meets his needs. Even their grooming habits have a male-specific slant. While all cats are meticulously clean, male cats often use grooming as a social bonding tool more frequently than females do in group settings. This is called allogrooming. If you see your male cat licking the head of another pet, even a dog, he is essentially saying, "You are part of my pride, and I am taking care of you." It's a sign of profound acceptance. It's also a way for him to mix his scent with yours or another animal's, creating a unified family scent that makes him feel secure in his territory. And speaking of scent, did you know that male cats have scent glands in places you might not expect? We know about the cheeks, but they also have them at the base of their tail and even between their toes. When a male cat scratches a scratching post, he isn't just sharpening his claws. He is also leaving behind a scent from the glands in his paws. This acts as a visual and olfactory signpost that says, "This place belongs to me." It's another reason why providing plenty of scratching surfaces is especially important for male cats. It allows them to mark their territory in a way that doesn't involve your furniture or the carpet. The way they perceive us is also heavily influenced by their gender. Some behaviorists believe that male cats view their primary human caregivers as a sort of maternal figure, regardless of the human's actual gender. This might explain why many male cats retain kitten-like behaviors well into adulthood, such as kneading or making biscuits on soft blankets or your lap. This behavior is a remnant of nursing, and when a large, adult male cat does it, it's a sign that he feels completely safe and nurtured by you. It's his way of reverting to a state of total comfort. Let's look at the dietary needs of these boys as well. Because of the aforementioned urinary risks, a male cat's diet is one of the most important aspects of his care. Many owners are moving toward high-protein, low-carbohydrate wet foods to ensure their boys stay hydrated. In the wild, cats get most of their moisture from their prey, and domestic cats often have a low thirst drive. For a male cat, this lack of water can be dangerous. Switching to wet food or adding a cat water fountain can make a world of difference in preventing the crystals that lead to blockages. It's a small change that can literally be a lifesaver for a male cat. As they age, male cats also face certain health challenges that are unique or more prevalent in their gender. Regular vet checkups are vital, especially as they enter their senior years. But even as they slow down, that male cat personality usually stays intact. A senior male cat might be less likely to zoom around the house at 3 in the morning, but he'll be just as dedicated to finding the warmest spot on your lap. The relationship between a human and a male cat is a special one. It's often characterized by a strange mix of humor, loyalty, and a bit of mystery. They keep us on our toes with their antics and ground us with their quiet presence. Whether it's the way they chirrup at a bird outside the window, or the determined way they headbutt your hand for scratches, male cats have a way of making their presence known and felt. If you are considering adding a cat to your family and you're looking for a companion who is likely to be social, affectionate, and perhaps a little bit of a clown, a male cat might just be the perfect choice. While the initial challenges of neutering and territory marking might seem daunting, the reward is a loyal friend who will follow you through the house and always be ready for a cuddle. In conclusion, the world of the male cat is one of biological wonders and fascinating behavioral traits. From the way they use their paws to the complex way they process the world through scent, they are masterpieces of nature. We are lucky to share our lives with them. So here's to the tomcats, the gingers, the protectors of the hallway, and the kings of the couch. They make our lives infinitely more interesting just by being themselves. Thank you for spending this time learning about these incredible creatures. Your cat might not be able to say thank you for the extra treats or the new scratching post, but in his own way, through a slow blink or a gentle purr, he's telling you exactly how much he appreciates having you as his human. Keep exploring, keep learning, and most importantly, keep loving those amazing male cats. There is always more to discover about our feline friends, and the journey of understanding them is one of the most rewarding parts of being a pet owner. Every day is an opportunity to see the world through their eyes, and what a fascinating world it is. From the minute details of their anatomy to the broad strokes of their social lives, male cats are a never-ending source of wonder. And as you go about your day, maybe you'll notice your boy doing something new, something you now understand a little better. That connection is what makes the bond between cats and humans so enduring and so profound. As we understand more about felines, we can also better appreciate the work of shelters and rescues that care for these boys. Many male cats end up in shelters because of behaviors like roaming or spraying, which are often solved simply by neutering. By spreading awareness about the unique needs and traits of male cats, we can help more of them find forever homes where they are understood and cherished for exactly who they are. They aren't difficult or aggressive. They are simply responding to a biological clock, that occasionally needs a little help from modern medicine to harmonize with a domestic lifestyle. So the next time you see a big, burly male cat with those wide stud cheeks, or a sleek indoor boy using his left paw to bat at a toy, you'll see more than just a pet. You'll see a complex individual with a rich internal life and a set of instincts that have survived for millennia. Male cats carry the spirit of the wild in a package that fits right on your lap, and that is truly something special. Their presence in our lives is a gift, a reminder of the beauty of the animal kingdom and the deep connections that are possible across species lines. Whether he's waking you up for breakfast or staring at you with that hilarious phlegm and response face, your male cat is a constant source of entertainment and affection. Embrace his quirks, respect his instincts, and he will reward you with a lifetime of companionship. The more we lean into the science and the stories of these animals, the more we realize how lucky we are. These 12 facts are just the beginning. The real story of your male cat is written every day in the way he greets you at the door and the way he curls up at the foot of your bed. Cheers to the boys of the cat world. Long may they reign over our hearts and our homes. Think about the silence of a house without the occasional trill of a male cat, or the sound of him jumping off a high shelf. It would be a much duller place. They bring a vibrance and a curiosity that is contagious. Even their disturbing habits, like tasting the air, are reminders of the incredible sensory world they inhabit, a world we can only imagine. By respecting these traits, we show them that we truly see them for who they are. And in the silent language of cats, there is no greater sign of love than being truly seen and understood by your favorite human. So go ahead and give your boy an extra scratch behind the ears. Check if he's using that left paw. And maybe, just maybe, you'll see that Flamin responds and smile, knowing exactly what's going on in that beautiful, complex feline brain. The world of male cats is wide, weird, and wonderful, and we are all just lucky to be a part of it. Your cat is more than a pet. He's a little lion, a tiny explorer, and a loyal friend, all rolled into one. And that is a fact worth celebrating every single day. As we wrap this up, remember that the most important fact of all isn't about biology or genetics. It's about the unique bond you share with your specific cat. No scientific study can fully capture the personality of your boy or the way he knows exactly when you need a little extra comfort. Whether he's one of the 80% of orange males or a rare male calico, he is a one-of-a-kind treasure. Keep observing, keep caring, and keep enjoying the mystery that is the male cat. There's always another surprising fact just around the corner, or perhaps just at the end of your cat's next meow. The story of the domestic male cat is a success story of evolution and adaptation. They have moved from the solitary hunters of the woods to the beloved centers of our households, and they have done so without losing their essential nature. They remind us of the wild, and they bring that wildness into our living rooms in the most graceful way possible. Every purr is a bridge between two worlds, and every playful pounce is a tribute to their ancestors. To own a male cat is to be a part of that ongoing story, a story of mutual respect, curiosity, and unconditional love. So, as you watch your cat today, see if you can spot these 12 facts in action. Look for the left paw preference, listen for the vocalizations, and monitor his health with the knowledge you now have. Being an informed owner is the best gift you can give him. One chirrup, and one goofy open-mouthed stare at a time. The world is better with male cats in it, and now you know a little more about exactly why that is. These surprising facts are just the surface of what makes them so extraordinary. The rest is found in the years of friendship and the quiet moments you share together.